Jim Farley, the chief executive officer of Ford, has undertaken a momentous endeavor of transforming Ford into an electric vehicle company to effectively compete with Tesla. According to Farley, their objective is to become the leading manufacturer of electric pickups and subsequently challenge Tesla and other market players to become the foremost EV manufacturer worldwide. In order to vie with the current industry leader, Ford is already committed to allocating more than $50 billion over the course of the next 5 years. Nevertheless, an obstacle has arisen as Farley is compelled to reassess his strategy due to the financial losses incurred from each EV produced. Today, we invite you to join us as we provide a comprehensive account of the recent revelations made by the CEO of Ford concerning Tesla. Additionally, we will delve into the significance of these developments, recognizing the irony inherent in this situation. Back in 1903, when Henry Ford established the Ford Motor Company, there were numerous other automobile manufacturers, many of which were larger and wealthier. However, Henry Ford stood out from the crowd due to its unwavering belief that he could create a superior and more profitable car on a larger scale by implementing a revolutionary concept called vertical integration. In simpler terms, he opted to take control of the entire supply chain for raw materials and the production of car components rather than relying on external suppliers. This allowed him to ensure the quality of his cars while also lowering costs. In 1928, he completed the construction of the Rouge River Superfactory in Dearborn, Michigan. This facility was vertically integrated and boasted power plants, a steel mill, a glass factory, a railroad, and docks. It stood as the largest and most advanced manufacturing facility worldwide. Within this factory, raw materials were transformed into functional automobiles for the first time. At the time, the general public viewed Henry Ford's decision to construct such a colossal facility as madness. However, it ultimately became a strategic barrier that set Ford apart from its competitors. Thanks to the efficiency of the Rouge River factory, Ford was able to significantly reduce the price of the Model T from $950 in 1908 to a mere $360 by 1930. As a result, car ownership became attainable for millions of Americans. Elon Musk has followed a similar approach, employing this technique to position Tesla as a dominant market leader ahead of Ford Motors. Over the past few decades, the automotive industry has heavily relied on suppliers. However, the advent of software-based electric vehicles has prompted significant automakers to reconsider their well-established business strategy. Leading this movement is Tesla, which offers a vertically integrated product that is predominantly manufactured in-house. This approach eliminates the need for a supply chain and reduces dependence on external businesses for hardware and software, enabling Tesla to generate substantial profits from car sales. As the automotive industry gravitates towards greater internal manufacturing, major automakers are now faced with the challenge of fundamentally transforming their operational model to resemble Tesla's vertically integrated system. Ford, among others, is striving to emulate Tesla's approach. Unlike traditional automakers who used to purchase parts from suppliers, Tesla takes a different approach. Tesla's CEO Elon Musk refers to the traditional method as catalog engineering, emphasizing that Tesla designs, develops, and manufactures a much larger portion of its vehicles compared to other original equipment manufacturers who primarily rely on the conventional supplier base. During a recent earnings call in 2020, an interesting aspect of Tesla's operations came to light: its significant vertical integration. If any traditional car manufacturer, excluding Porsche, were to achieve profitability in the production of electric vehicles, we would have undoubtedly heard about it. Surprisingly, no such news has emerged yet. While Ford and other automakers are also exploring the strategy, our current knowledge is limited to Tesla's endeavors in this domain. Ford has purportedly stated that manufacturing EVs requires 40% less labor. Unfortunately, this implies that fewer workers will be involved in the assembly of Ford's EVs. It is my sincere hope that these individuals can find new employment opportunities in the fields of battery technology and other relevant areas. It is crucial for the company to move away from the conventional catalog engineering mindset. This sentiment was echoed by Ford CEO Jim Farley during a conference in April of this year, where he emphasized the importance of vertical integration. Farley referenced the historic Rouge manufacturing complex in Dearborn, Michigan, originally established by Henry Ford at the turn of the century. This facility produced Model Ts at one end while receiving raw materials like iron ore at the other. However, according to Farley, the company had to deviate from its initial strategy of utilizing off-the-shelf components for electric vehicles. Ford now aims to take control of the supply chains leading to the mines where battery components are produced, even though they still rely on suppliers for electric motors and face challenges in software development in some instances. Prominent automakers such as Volkswagen, General Motors, and Mercedes-Benz have successfully undergone similar transitions and embraced comparable business models. Peter Rawlinson, CEO of Lucid Motors, a newer player in the electric vehicles market, recognizes that both Tesla and Lucid benefit from their vertically integrated approach as they compete in the realm of advanced automotive technology. Rawlinson points out that while major players acknowledge the potential of electric vehicles, they have yet to fully comprehend the necessity of enhancing their capabilities in crucial areas like motors, transmissions, battery technology, inverters, and electric powertrains. He emphasizes that a top-notch electric powertrain cannot simply be bought off the shelf, as it is not a ready-made product. The market has yet to recognize this technological race in the same way Tesla has. To reduce large-scale production costs, Rawlinson has tightly controlled Lucid's manufacturing processes as Tesla's vice president of vehicle engineering. Automakers are likely to stop outsourcing software and parts. The automotive industry is abandoning its long-time practice of outsourcing steering controls, semiconductors, and electronic components to vendors. Batteries, motors, and mining are their investments. Investors like Tesla's raw material acquisition strategy. In the new era of electric vehicles, the winning strategy involves manufacturing batteries directly and developing proprietary software, as stated by Sam Abwell Summit, an analyst at Guidehouse Insights. From 1990 to 2010, manufacturers' intellectual property in vehicles dropped from 90% to 50%. Tesla, as a pioneer in electric cars, highlighted the attraction of its vertically integrated autos. However, many manufacturers lack the internal engineering capabilities needed to develop platforms, powertrains, and battery packs for their EVs. Tesla's expensive business model forced these manufacturers to raise vehicle prices. Despite promising a $25,000 car, Tesla's CEO Elon Musk said they are not currently working on one. Musk said the company is overwhelmed and will tackle that goal later. Executives from the supplier sector argue that there exists a notable disparity between automakers' claims regarding their vertical integration efforts and the actual outcomes when engineers attempt to meet deadlines for new vehicle deliveries. Furthermore, many automakers are hesitant to fully bring all EV manufacturing operations in-house, particularly when EV sales constitute only a small portion of the overall vehicle demand. According to IHS Markit, only Tesla, Lucid Group Incorporated, an EV startup, and BYD Company of China Limited manufacture all of their electric motors internally. The Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance and Hyundai Motor Company are also worth mentioning for their current EV models. On the other hand, other automakers like Mercedes-Benz Group, Ford, and Porsche rely on suppliers for electric motors. Ford sees vertical integration as its future strategy, although it presents more challenges in the present context. Prior to delving further, kindly indicate your approval if you are finding this information enjoyable thus far. Additionally, ensure you stay engaged until the very conclusion to discover more about the revelations made by the Ford CEO concerning Tesla. Ford recently acknowledged the necessity of establishing new factories and supply systems. The primary goal of Jim Farley's strategy is to manufacture 2 million vehicles by the conclusion of 2026. This ambitious objective will be achieved through the utilization of the all-electric F-150 pickup vehicle, entailing an estimated expenditure of approximately $50 billion. Ford and GM will need to invest significant amounts of time, funds, and automation to adequately position themselves for competition within the electric vehicle market. Therefore, they have a formidable task ahead of them. Ford intends to conduct its operations in a manner reminiscent of a century ago. A substantial portion of Ford's internal combustion engine work has been outsourced. Ford is returning to its origins and is open to embracing a union of workers in its American production facilities. The year 2030 holds great significance for EVs, as automakers that have yet to transition to electric vehicles will face considerable criticism at that juncture. Ford is determined to enhance their efforts and achieve profitability in the electric vehicle market, driven by their aspiration to surpass Tesla and establish dominance in the industry. Although Ford's projected production of over 2 million vehicles in 2026 is commendable, it pales in comparison to Tesla's estimated output of 5 to 6 million automobiles during the same period, making Ford's target sales figure quite challenging. When considering the timeline, Tesla commenced manufacturing EVs in 2010, and is yet to reach a production rate of 20 million units. However, they are on track to achieve this milestone by the end of this year. Given these circumstances, what are your thoughts on Ford's strategy to catch up with Tesla? Do you believe it remains viable at present? We invite you to share your insights in the comments section.